In this video, I'm going to introduce you to Markquese, a safety from Florida A&M and a prospect in the 2022 NFL Draft. Before we go too much deeper, who is Markquese? Well, he measures at 6'2", he's 212 pounds, and he has 32 3/8-inch arms. He ranked 15 among all safeties in my big board, my past big board, which is going to be updated soon. He'll probably move up a little bit. His overall rank was 204. Again, Markquese is a safety from Florida A&M. Bell was a four-star recruit in the class of 2017 who committed to Maryland, but he ultimately departed and landed at Florida A&M because of reasons off the field. And NFL teams, I'm sure, will look into that. His skills immediately pop, which is part of the reason why he received an invite to the 2022 NFL Scouting Combine. Bell amassed 61 tackles, including 38 solo, with 5 interceptions and 2 forced fumbles in 2019, followed by 95 tackles, including 71 solo, which is a very impressive number, 1 interception, and 5 forced fumbles in 2021. According to Pro Football Focus, which gave Bell an 81.5 overall defensive grade this past season, the New Jersey native played roughly 300 snaps in the box, 200 in the slot, and 180 at free safety. While Bell offered positional value at the collegiate level, he'll likely be pigeonholed as a box safety in the NFL. His versatility just will not translate, unfortunately, in my opinion. Now, I could be wrong. He has a lot to offer with sideline-to-sideline range and above-average straight-line speed for a safety his size. Bell is great at knifing between fellow defenders and blockers to find the ball carrier. He accelerates in the contact, delivering some great hits, and even catches the offense off guard occasionally with surprising bursts to the ball carrier. So his 5 to 7 yard burst when he's driving to contact is actually really impressive. That caught me off guard. I was not expecting that. As a run defender in the box, Bell is patient and keeps his body square to the offensive player, which allows for some nice form tackles. However, Bell's 4.46 20-yard shuttle, which is just the 5th percentile amongst all safeties, according to mockdraft.com, highlights why I think he's going to play in the box or even be a safety/linebacker hybrid and not play a more dynamic safety role. He ultimately lacks the fluidity to make sharp cuts at high speeds and will get turned around too often if used heavily in man coverage assignments. And even in zones, there's potential for him to get thrown around a little bit by more advanced receivers with good route run capabilities. I struggled to place Bell in the draft because his position comes down to where teams envision him playing full-time. Again, do you envision him as a box safety? Do you envision him as a safety linebacker hybrid? Or are you willing to make the attempt to play him in a more traditional two-high safety role? I don't know. That could really change where he gets drafted. Right now, I have him in the same general range as guys like Reed Blankenship and Smoke Monday in the 6th round. But again, I think he could rise up as high as the 5th round because he is such a unique athlete to some degree. But then you have to take into account the 5th percentile among all safeties in the 20-yard shuttle is just a red flag potentially. I mean, you can't really live with that and take a guy higher than day 3 or something like that. So I think that is going to be a potential problem at the NFL level, which is why, again, I said I don't want him in man coverage situations. I don't want him playing in the slot. I just don't think that's a role I can fulfill at the NFL level because he will be turned around. And to some extent, his hips seem a little bit tight. I don't know if it's because he's high-hipped. I don't know if it's just general tightness, but he's going to have some trouble flipping his hips and carrying receivers if he's asked to play man coverage, which is why I expect him to fulfill more of a box role or even, like I said, a hybrid safety role. But for now, that's the end of the video, guys. Make sure to check back for more breakdowns of certain players and prospects and mock drafts as well.